Good afternoon, everyone, and a heartfelt welcome to this exciting webinar focused on unlocking the untapped revenue potential within your practice, leveraging data and analytics to boost your revenue cycle. So thank you for joining us on this exhilarating journey. Let's ignite our imagination, leverage our collective wisdom, and unlock the doors to unparalleled revenue potential. Just as introduction, I am Peter Hawes, your presenter. My journey with revenue cycle management started through the long-term care and rehab world, which I loved working in. And so this is a topic that I'm very empathetic towards. So let's get started. What are we going to get covered today? So the first thing that we're going to look at is understanding the critical role of data and analytics in optimizing revenue cycles. The next thing we'll look at is exploring how data analytics can enhance the accuracy of our medical billing and coding with strategies for preventing revenue leakage. Then we'll turn to implementing analytics for visibility into the financial performance of our practice and using predictive analytics for accurate revenue forecasting and strategic planning. And the last piece will be harnessing the power of BillFlash RCM for data and analytics designed to streamline revenue cycles and boost revenue growth. So with that, let's look at the critical role of data and analytics. So data and analytics aren't just numbers. They're tools to help us make strategic decisions, promote operational efficiency, and ultimately drive the financial success of our practice. So your practice can utilize data and analytics for endless possibilities. A few of these include, what you see on the screen, data-driven decision-making. So there's an abundance of data being generated in healthcare settings every single day. And tapping into this valuable resource empowers medical practitioners to make informed decisions. Data analytics enables us to move beyond intuition by providing a solid foundation for strategic choices that directly impact revenue. We also have identifying revenue opportunities. We can leverage our own data and analytics around demographics, billing patterns, service utilization, etc., and identify untapped revenue opportunities and tailor our services accordingly. And we're gonna touch on each one of these things more in depth as we move on. Number 3 on the screen, efficiency and resource optimization. This one's easy because streamlining operational processes is at the heart of revenue cycle management. Data analytics allows practices to identify bottlenecks, enhance workflow efficiency, and allocate resources effectively. This kind of optimization directly translates into accelerated revenue growth. And the last one we have is adaptability to regulatory changes. The healthcare industry, as we're all very aware, is subject to constant regulatory changes. What data analytics does for us here is provide a mechanism for staying agile and adapting swiftly to changes in things like reimbursement policies, coding standards, and compliance requirements. So navigating challenges in billing and coding. So billing and coding inaccuracies represent a major challenge in the healthcare industry, directly impacting the financial viability of our practices. We're all very aware of these challenges, and we each probably have our own little anecdotal stories about it. Now, just knowing that 85% of all denied claims could have been avoided is heart-wrenching, especially when it's affecting us and our practice personally. But let's briefly look at the consequences and importances of addressing these issues. Revenue loss. Obviously, incorrect coding can lead to claim denials or underpayments, which means that our practice doesn't receive appropriate compensation for the services provided. Certainly not what we're looking for. On average, there's up to 5% revenue leakage due to coding errors that can be mitigated through data analytics. That's pretty substantial. That can significantly diminish our practice's revenue stream. Patient trust. When billing errors occur, patients may be incorrectly charged for services or may have their insurance claims denied. This erodes the trust between our patients and our practice, potentially affecting patient retention and the practice's reputation. We have compliance risks. Inaccurate coding can also lead to compliance issues. Overcoding or upcoding, even if it's unintentional, can be interpreted as fraudulent billing, potentially resulting in audits, fines, legal action. I hope that none of us on this webinar have experienced that. There's a possibility it happens. And there's the administrative burden, and this probably is the one we all feel the most. A high incidence of coding inaccuracies increases the administrative burden on a practice. The need for additional documentation, correspondence with payers, and handling patient inquiries can overwhelm us and our staff. So what can we do to address these challenges? For one, we can invest in data and analytics to catch mistakes, understand patterns, and better educate our staff. We have to take proactive measures to ensure coding accuracy. With such, we can secure our revenue, maintain compliance, preserve patient trust, and support the overall health of business operations. This is just a statistic I wanted to throw out there that nearly 65% of healthcare providers noted that data analytics considerably improved their practice's performance. And that's a majority. So a strategic approach to optimizing our billing involves analyzing historical billing data. Why would we want to do that? We do it to detect patterns and trends. This analysis helps us by pinpointing pervasive errors and inefficiencies. What has been going wrong in the past? What can we change? The first win is the identification of common errors. So by looking at past data, we can identify the most frequent coding errors. This can include errors in things like diagnostic codes, procedure codes, or incorrect patient information. Knowing this can lead to targeted corrective actions instead of trying to work on everything at once, which we don't have time to do. We also get better understanding of denial patterns. Using trends analysis helps us in understanding why claims are denied. Common reasons might include incomplete patient information, lack of medical necessity, coding mismatches, you name it. Addressing these patterns obviously reduces future denials. This also helps us with our resource allocation. The insights from that trend analysis can guide us in allocating our limited resources more effectively, like on training coding staff in areas where errors are most common. We also get policy and process improvements. Trends in billing data can inform changes in policy or processes that streamline our own billing operations and enhance overall efficiency. Identifying patterns. Okay, now that we've identified them, we just talked about using analytics to identify trends and coding errors and pinpoint areas where we might need additional training. By tracking performance metrics and providing this targeted education based on the data insights, your practice can continually improve the skills of its staff. The byproduct is sustained accuracy over time. So since we've just discussed identifying the trends and following up with training, let's look at the last key piece of this, which is performance metric tracking, KPIs. So what are KPIs? KPIs, better known as key performance indicators, are the metrics that matter most to your practice. They matter most to a business. A KPI is going to be different for everybody, depending on what you're trying to accomplish, what outcomes you're looking for. But by monitoring our KPIs, our key performance indicators, such as error rates or turnaround time for coding, coder productivity, what we can do is gain insights into the overall performance of our coding staff. This tracking can highlight both areas of strength and areas where we're needing improvement. So decide what your KPIs are. Audit analysis. Audit analysis in medical coding is a crucial process that involves tracking and reviewing changes made to coding documentation. Maintaining an audit trail is the only way to deliver on high standards of 1, accountability, 2, transparency, and 3, compliance with regulatory requirements. So let's look at each one of those 3 things. Accountability. So an audit trail ensures that any changes made to medical coding records can be traced back to the individual who made them. Important. This level of detail is essential for holding staff accountable for their work and ensures that any errors can be corrected promptly. Transparency. Regular analysis of the audit trails promotes transparency, allowing stakeholders to review the coding process at any time, which is essential for building trust with patients and insurance providers. And then identifying discrepancies. By regularly analyzing our audit trails, we can spot unusual patterns or discrepancies that may indicate errors or even fraudulent activity. Early detection is vital for maintaining the integrity of the billing and coding process. Now we're looking at plugging revenue leaks. Data analytics plays a pivotal role in identifying and preventing revenue leakage in our practices, a serious issue that can significantly impact our financial health. So, by analyzing billing and patient care data meticulously and often, data analytics can uncover discrepancies and deficiencies that lead to financial losses. For instance, as seen on the screen, analytics tools can detect underbilling, where services provided are not fully charged, and uncover the lost charges by comparing services rendered with those that we actually billed. They can also help in identifying coding errors, common source of revenue leakage, by cross-referencing patient records and billing codes to ensure accuracy and compliance with coding standards. But analytics also plays a role in monitoring claim denial rates, enabling us to address the underlying causes such as incorrect patient information or coding mismatches. Overall, through comprehensive and continuous analysis, data analytics provides our practices with actionable insights to seal potential revenue leaks, ensuring that financial performance is maximized on par with the quality of patient care we deliver. This goes back to what I said at the beginning, that it's not just intuition. This is telling us exactly where we're missing out on opportunities, and then we can have an action plan. Implementing analytics around financial performance is another essential aspect of effective data management. This approach involves leveraging tools to gather, analyze, and interpret various financial metrics, which lead us to more informed decision-making. Financial metrics, more KPIs. So what are we talking about specifically? One, revenue tracking. So analytics enables the tracking of revenue streams, including patient payments, insurance reimbursements, and government funding. This helps in understanding the major sources of income we have and in identifying any changes or trends. So converse to revenue, we have expenses, so an expense analysis. It also involves analyzing operating expenses such as salaries, equipment costs, administrative expenses. This can help in identifying areas where costs can be reduced without impacting patient care. So then the last is profitability assessment. So we compare revenue with expenses and assess our overall profitability. So analytics can break this down by department, by service, by provider, offering insights into which areas are most profitable. Incorporating analytics into the financial management of our practice offers a comprehensive view of its financial health. It transforms raw data into valuable insights, which foster a data-driven culture that's pivotal for the success of modern healthcare organizations. We have to have it because our competitors do. So now we're going to look at predictive analytics over the next few slides. In today's dynamic business landscape, organizations face the constant challenge of making informed decisions to stay competitive and drive growth. Predictive analytics has emerged as a very powerful tool, revolutionizing the way businesses approach revenue forecasting and our strategic planning. By utilizing the power of data and advanced algorithms, predictive analytics provides valuable insights that enable companies to make proactive, data-driven decisions, ultimately enhancing our overall performance. Well, let's dig in a little deeper. What does accurate revenue forecasting include? We've got data-driven insights. So predictive analytics leverages historical data, market trends, and other relevant information to generate insights into future revenue possibilities. By analyzing past performance and identifying patterns, we can more accurately predict and reduce the margin of error in revenue forecasting. Customer behavior analysis. This is an interesting one. Or let's say patient behavior analysis. Understanding patient behavior is crucial for revenue forecasting. Predictive analytics helps businesses or practices analyze patient interactions, preferences, and purchasing patterns. This insight allows us to tailor our strategies, optimize pricing models, and anticipate changes in demand, ultimately driving better revenue management and growth. This last one, dynamic pricing optimization. This is an important one that the more successful practices are leveraging, but not everybody. So predictive analytics enables real-time adjustments to pricing strategies based on market conditions, competitor activities, and customer or patient behavior. This dynamic pricing optimization not only maximizes revenue, but also enhances competitiveness in the market. And that's the key piece, is remaining competitive in your local market. We can use predictive analytics to stay ahead of the curve. As businesses continue to embrace the concept, they're better positioned to navigate uncertainties, capitalize on opportunities, and drive sustained growth. It is paramount for practice growth. So let's stay on this for accurate revenue forecasting. So we have risk mitigation. So predictive analytics identifies potential risks and challenges by assessing various internal and external factors. So by proactively identifying and then mitigating risks, we can develop contingency plans and make informed decisions to protect revenue streams and our overall business stability. We're all looking for stability. Resource allocation optimization. Predictive analytics assists in identifying areas where resources can be optimized for maximum impact. What are we talking about when we say resources? Well, whether it's workforce planning, inventory management, marketing budget allocation, data-driven insights ensure strategic alignment and resource efficiency. We all are working with a limited amount of resources. Market opportunity identification. So by analyzing market trends and consumer behavior, what predictive analytics can do is they can help a practice identify new opportunities. So this proactive approach allows the practice to capitalize on emerging trends, launch innovative products or services, and stay ahead of the competition, thereby driving revenue growth. And then we have performance benchmarking. So predictive analytics facilitates benchmarking against industry standards and competitors. So understanding where a practice stands in comparison to peers provides valuable context for strategic planning. This insight enables the organization to set realistic goals, adjust strategies, and continuously improve performance. A great time to think about this heading into the new year. So BillFlash RCM services. Our services cover every step of the payer journey, including billing, pay services, collections, and revenue cycle management. Revenue cycle management, or RCM, services, such as those offered by BillFlash, provide a range of services that can help you do things like maximize your reimbursement, reduce denials, improve the efficiency of your practice. Additionally, our per provider flat rate model can make RCM services a cost-effective and attractive alternative to a clearinghouse only or in-house biller, especially for small to medium-sized practices. So what do we have? We have pre-claim services. So lay the foundation for a payable claim before the patient encounter even begins. Claim reviews and submission. Collect every dollar you earn by having experts in your specialty review each claim. Claims management. Achieve superior payment results. Reduce denied claims. Our team will also conduct regular follow-ups on unpaid claims with the insurance carrier. Patient billing. We'll take care of your patient billing using BillFlash billing services. We'll take care of your patient payments using BillFlash payment services. We'll even take care of your patient collections using our integrated collections services. And then you'll see analytics and reporting. Our performance report provide insights about your revenue cycle and how to improve your practice's cash flow. So BillFlash RCM data and analytics offers a detailed and thorough evaluation of your practice's accounts receivable and claim processes. This service is designed to empower you with critical insights, enabling you to identify and address areas of revenue leakage effectively. All the things we've been talking about. Our approach not only helps you maintain robust financial health, but also strategically enhances your future business planning. So over the next few slides, we provide a glimpse into the kind of reports you can expect from BillFlash. The executive summary. Looking at this, it's a financial dashboard of sorts, giving you an executive level overview of key financial metrics, as well as pertinent updates to the account. Meeting minutes from the interactions between your practice and your dedicated account manager. The important items discussed, as well as who owns next steps, etc. The next few are pretty self-explanatory. I'll just give the names of them here. Your charges, payments, and yield trends over the last 6 months. So are the charges going up or the payments going up? We have insurance AR buckets and aging. Different AR categorization depending on the practice and what's important to you. Top denials analysis. This is going back to that one about digging in and understanding, are we seeing the same type of denials every time and why? What can we adjust? What can we change? And then these are things that you would discuss also with your account manager. And the last one is the claim submission and rejection analysis. Again, detailed around those specific things. So we've made BillFlash RCM accessible to everyone so every practice can benefit from our tailored solution. Software. BillFlash RCM Services works with medical practices and billers familiar with all EMR practices. We are software agnostic on the RCM side. State. It does not matter where you are located. BillFlash has licensed experts in all 50 states. Specialty. BillFlash employs billing and coding experts in virtually every specialty. In fact, I challenge you to bring one to us that we don't cover. Size of practice. BillFlash RCM Services provides a cost-effective solution for practices of all sizes with attractive flat rate pricing per physician. Now, again, that per provider cost, that flat rate, is generally more attractive to small to medium-sized practices, but we also have contingency pricing for larger organizations. And BillFlash the pay is just one of the many services in the comprehensive suite, the RCM. It's all here depending on what your needs are. I'm assuming you joined us today to go over and discuss revenue cycle management. But if there are other needs that your practice or organization has or your billing service has, we'd love to also discuss those things with you. So that is it. Thank you for joining us today. This was fun. This is something that I really enjoy discussing, is the technology behind what we do, the data analytics. You know, we're collecting all this information, but are we leveraging it? Are we using it for the benefit of the patient and the practice? So you can schedule a demo today at billflash.com if you want to discuss anything more about what we've talked about today. You can also connect with us on any of those social media outlets.